I started training fighters. I'm a strength and conditioning coach. I met Dewey Cooper, Black Cobra. He's a K1 fighter, and he asked me to train him for K1 Battle of the Bellagio. Big K1 fight. From there, that point on, I was bit. I was bit by the MMA, the fighting bug. Dewey Cooper, Jeff Mayweather. One Kick Nick, they're all my teachers. Taught me how to hold for striking, and from there I caught on really quick, and it's a continuous process of learning. My thing is athletic ability. You know, I'll take an athletic ability guy over a guy that's got a better technique, and because you know you can teach that guy that athletic ability to get that technique. The second, which is pretty close to the first, I mean, they can go hand in hand, is tenacity. You know, some guys have it and some people don't. You know, some fighters have it and some people don't. And when I mean tenacity, I mean the guy that you got a kick out of the gym. The guy that, you know, gets hit hard and you say stop, he says no. You know, it's very hard to find. Very hard to find. You know, I'm very fortunate. You know, the fighters I have are a lot like that. You know, they push themselves, but you know, you got to learn really early in this business. You can't get a fighter, and you have to push him. You got to be his drive. You're going nowhere with that guy. Here's my rule: if I manage you and train you, you have no opinion on nothing. You know, it's hard to tell another man that or another woman that, you know, but there's truths of it, you know. Fighters are fighters. They should train and beat people up. And when they start worrying about their career or worrying about their training, they're going nowhere. It's impossible to train yourself. Impossible to train yourself. You need a bald-headed person to scream at you and tell you extra. You need them to design, set up the sparring, to tell you who you're fighting, when you're fighting. You know, a fighter's a fighter. They'll fight anybody in a phone booth. You know, that's their mentality. So therefore, if they pick their fights, you know, there's a reason why it's called the sweet science. And you know, you got to stick to the script. You know, to bring up a fighter is very, 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 very meticulous. You have to be very careful about how you pick your opponent. Syndicate Gym. Well, number one reason, not number one reason, but one of the reasons for me is it's literally 2 minutes from my house. You know, heard of John Wood, heard of John Gunderson, Nathan, Chaz Mulkey is one of my favorite all-time Muay Thai fighters, by far. Fredson, Vinny. A good group of guys. You know, I've been here for a month and a half, 2 months now, and my fighters like it. I like it. You know, good joke around, good kinship. You know, the jury's not out, we'll see. But everything's going good so far. Oh God, I'm living the dream. I love this. I wake up every day excited to train them. I mean, there is some douchebags, you know, that, you know, I say to myself, man, I should have never wasted a minute with that person. Those are the ups and downs of this business. But the one thing I've learned is once you realize it's a douchebag, just, you know, take a shit with it, get rid of it, wipe your ass, move on to the next guy, you know what I mean? But other than that, I love MMA. And one thing, I want to put this clear. You know, you get a lot of people talking a lot of shit about Dana White. I want to go on the record to say this. This gym, every MMA gym in the world, not just America, owes a little bit to Dana White. If it wasn't for his foresight to save MMA in this country, it wouldn't be where we're at.